Good evening. We're going to try something different here. We're going to do a little predictive, by chance, who's going to win. Who's going to win the championship based off what golf ball I can place closest to that bucket. Okay. So we got James he'll be the winky face. Okay. I'll be the crying, laughing emoji. Okay. Josh Owens will be sunglasses, and Alan will be the poop emoji. Okay. So we'll start with James, the winky emoji. Let's see where he fits. Alright, pretty bad chip there. Alright, we got Alan coming up next here. That's pretty close for Alan. I'm not good at chipping the ball. Short game's bad. So no bias here. This one is Owens. Oh, Owens, wide left. And then last but not least is myself. I can't put this son of a bitch in the bucket. Well, the outcome is not too surprising. My dog Jay. It's not too surprising who got closest to the bucket. And yeah, that's a poop emoji. If it could focus. You see me? There it is. Dirty tea in the boys' time. I know what you're thinking. Fantasy's starting to close out. Everybody's getting a little bit disconnected. Only the ones left in the playoffs really care. Views on the videos are going down. But there's still work to be done. There's still a championship, the inaugural championship, to be held over the top of somebody's head. Possibly on their head. With that being said, let's go over playoff week 1, shall we? Okay, so this was... This game came down to Monday night, and it was up to holy cow, can't think. It was up to DeAndre Swift. Good God, couldn't think of that. DeAndre Swift needed to get 28 points for Corey to win. He ended up with 9.5. Didn't cut it. Corey lost. Josh moves on. Slaying the Reds. He slayed one more Red. Patrick Mahomes, 15 points. I mean, not a great scoring. Not a lot of competition. He's going to need to put up some more points next week. I'll say that much. Kyron Williams doing good. Devontae Adams doing good. Over here, Corey's team, ETN with only 9 points. Trevor with only 14 points. With that loss to Baltimore, 7-23, unbelievable. Trey McBride, though, still doing pretty good as a tight end, but Corey will be dropping down to the loser bracket, and Josh will continue on to face Allen. That being said, we had this one here. Adam Edwards up against James Holloway. This one was even a closer bout. Came down to A.J. Brown needed to get more than 10 points, and he got 10.6 points. I think it was 10 and a half points, which he got one more catch, I believe, in the fourth quarter that put him right over the edge at 10.6 points and got James that win up against the ever so confident Adam Edwards, who will unfortunately not be facing Allen this year. Maybe next year. Maybe he was talking about coming for him in 2024. I don't know. No big, 117 to 116. No big scores here either. This is what really killed him is Dak Prescott was 6 points and Tony Pollard was 7 points. And DeAndre Hopkins with only 4 points. Let's see who we could have played. Oh, Kenneth Walker. Yeah, that would have done you good. Or David Montgomery. Or Jordan Love. You could have played Jordan Love. He had a couple options he could have played. Owens got Ty Chandler on the bench over here putting up 24 points. Ty Chandler's a good... does he need a running back next week? Excuse me, that was James. Does he need Ty Chandler? He's got Najee. He could play him over Najee. Oh, boy. James Holloway goes on to face me in the playoffs week 2. Adam Edwards drops down to the loser bracket. This, Chaz, leaving the 2023 Fantasy Football League with a 78-point attempt to beat Brady. Doesn't know Clampett with 100 points. Chaz is officially out. Brady will move on to go on to the next, to face the winner of Cortana and Chris, which was Chris. See if anything exciting here happened. Dalton Kincaid was 0 points. Rashee Rice did a pretty good job. Josh Allen did his normal job. Saquon Barkley only putting up 5 points. Nothing major here, but it got Brady the win to go on to that loser mountain. He's climbing that loser mountain. Chaz rolled off the side of it. We'll see you next year, Chaz. Brady still taking it. And then this here, Chris getting the revenge on Cortana. Killed her by almost 40 points. Let's see. He had Jalen Hurts, of course. A-Chain, nothing. Zeke, nothing. Ayuk, nothing. Jaden Reed was 17 points. Cooper Kupp doing work at the end of the season. Chiefs defense with 9 points. Cortana really depressed here. Didn't even play a defense here. Pretty sure she still doesn't have a defense, but she's out of the league. AI is officially out of this league. Hopefully we don't have to bring him back next year. Chris goes on to face Brady in the coming up week, in this week. What am I doing? We're losing views just by the minute. Just losing these views. Let's take a look at this week. It's playoff round 2. This first matchup is going to be between James, Bethard Baptist Church, up against the Sick Boys, Tyler. New York is calling me right now. I don't have time, New York. All right, let's see what we got here. Projections. James sitting at a 130-point projection. Dadgummit. Up against my 124. Previous matchup, James beat me 105 to 100. That was a pretty sad week there. Let's see what we got. We got Lamar Jackson. I'm playing Jared Goff because I don't have enough confidence in anyone else. Goff's been doing really well. He did really well last week. I wish I would have played him last week. I'm hoping Goff can do it for me. Can he outscore Lamar Jackson? Don't know, but I got another offensive maneuver on that. We got Alvin Kamara up against Austin Eckler. Austin Eckler is the better running back, in my opinion, but Eckler and the Chargers have not been doing anything thus far for the past 4 weeks, but they just fired their head coach and their GM, so I'm looking for Austin Eckler to get a lot of action this week up against Buffalo. We got James Conner up against Jahmyr Gibbs. It's a pretty good matchup. A.J. Brown up against Tyreek Hill. Arguably the two best receivers in the NFL this year. You got A.J. Brown. He's got the size and the strength. You got Tyreek Hill that's got the agility and the speed. Taking Tyreek Hill over that one. Mike Evans up against Amon-Ra St. Brown's, maybe the number 3 and the number 4 receiver right here. Njoku up against Likely. Likely is going to be catching balls from Lamar Jackson, so that'll be kind of evening things out there. We got Justin Jefferson. Let's see if he can do anything this week. I'm playing Chris Godwin, who's questionable. Great. Looks like my whole bench is questionable. Herbert's IR, Ramondre Stevenson's questionable. Schultz can't catch. Addison is healthy, so I might throw Addison in there if Chris Godwin doesn't look good. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it looks to be a tight matchup here. Good luck, James. Projections have you winning that one. History has you winning that one, but we shall see. This is the main event here, I would say, for this week. We got Owens up against Alan King. Projection 4 points higher than Owens, but the past 2 matchups between these two individuals, Hook'em and Cook'em has taken that by about the same amount of points. Week 14, it was 142 to 118. And week 5, it was 143 to 133. So this has got a lot of heat on it. We got Patrick Mahomes up against Brock Purdy, Breece Hall up against McCaffrey. I think they're trying to give McCaffrey the MVP. So I will assume he will continue to get 2 or 3 touchdowns a game. Kyron Williams up against Rashad White. 2 lame running backs that get a lot of fantasy points. Devontae Adams up against Stephon Diggs, 2 great receivers. DJ Moore up against Devontae Smith. Evan Ingram up against Sam Laporta, 2 of the best tight ends in the league. T. Higgins up against Michael Pittman Jr., who's got a Q by his name. Colts defense against Broncos. Let's see if they could possibly make any changes. He's got Keenan Allen on the bench. That's interesting. He's not going to play Keenan Allen. I guess, there's a little bit of strategy there because they don't have Justin Herbert. They got I don't even know who their backup quarterback is. Interesting there. He's got Goddard, too. Why does he have Goddard? I could use Goddard. And Owens has got Kmet on the... Y'all just hogging the tight ends here? He's got Dameon Pierce. He could play Dameon Pierce if he needed to. I think the lineups are pretty good here. If history repeats itself, Josh could be dethroning the number 1 person in the league, ruining his championship opportunity, or Owens could take the loss here. He is projected to lose, but we shall see. That is going to be a good one. We got anybody going Thursday night? I don't know. Why doesn't it show that? Okay, well, we'll see. I'm not going to give any predictions here. I'll give predictions to the loser league here. Both of these guys have been kicked out of the main playoffs and now gone down to the loser bracket. Let's see if it shows the... where the frick is it at? Why is it so hard to find? Where is it? It's up in the corner playoff bracket. Let's see if it shows it correctly. I might have to adjust it if I can here. Okay, obviously the main, we got Allen versus Josh, number 1 versus number 5, and the Sick Boys versus James. And the winner consolation, not the winner, this is the winner consolation. So yeah, we've got number 3 and number 4 going against each other. And then we've got number 7 and number 9 going against each other. So whoever wins between Brady and Chris will face the winner of Corey and Adam, and that's how we will determine who wins the loser bracket, wins the $25 reward, basically gets your money back. I want to say that's it, but I feel like I'm missing crucial. I did receive the trophy. I have the trophy in my possession. I'm gonna make some adjustments to it. I'm gonna get like a base. I gotta get a base for it because right now it's not trophy-esque enough. But forged in the caves of India, covered in grease and oil, smells of Indian culture, very authentic, handmade. I hope I'm not peeking here. I might be peeking a little bit. Handmade. I believe it's made out of brass. Could be brass, could be aluminum. I think it's brass. Some sort of thin, malleable metal. Not sure. But it is Christmas, so have yourself a Merry Christmas and good luck to all the competitors in the winners playoff bracket. I don't really care too much about the loser bracket. The music was Spore, by the way. I guess we'll play some more of that. Here's some SPORE. Chris on the drums. Stay safe, stay smart.